So we had another project that's a horror project. We thought, well, look, let's do something musical. And since the vampire thing, at the time it was not as, it was like last December. But there was True Blood and there was Twilight, of course. So we thought, well, it'd be fun to do that. So that's how it actually came from music first more than vampires.
And also, since the whole vampire craze, how would you compare it to True Blood and Twilight and all those other series?
Gosh, I mean, this is just more about music, I would say. I mean, the maestro over there, Frankie Blue, he just did a great job.
I have a question for the three main actors. How did you come about this project individually?
Well, me personally, I came about it through Drew, actually. Drew called me up and said, hey, I'm doing this vampire musical, and it's going to be really fun, and you should totally do it with me. So I went to Frankie's studio and listened to the music with everybody, and totally fell in love with it. And so that's how I came about.
Yeah, same thing for me. You know, music came first. Went over to meet Frankie, and as soon as I heard the music, I thought this is really fun, and this is a different take on what's being done. So I'm in.
Yeah, I actually auditioned for the Hendrix film that Chris was talking about earlier, and so they kind of called me and were like, "Hey, we're like thinking about doing this vampire musical web series thing," and I was completely game for it. So.
And
thank you.
And is there going to be any more
yes,
of that?
I can
That's a
actually
very good question.
Well, just so you know, I mean, this is a three-part, as I said before. So these were the first three, and when we showed this to the wonderful people at Apple and iTunes, Pat, Keith, and then we have Kevin and Suzanne, and it goes on a huge group of wonderful people. They actually said, not only do we want to show this exclusively on iTunes, but we really want you to do 6 more, and we had no idea we were going to be doing 6 more. So I hope you guys are going to be happy about that. We're going in production December, beginning of December, and we'll be out again in March. You'll be able to see these 3. We'll kind of leave you hanging, and then we'll do the 6 more, 12 more songs. So when we're through with I Kissed a Vampire, when, at least at that point with the 9 episodes, we'll have 17 songs. For you guys to enjoy, and these guys will be singing and dancing again. So, I mean, so yeah, we'll be coming here to Broadway, hopefully.
Awesome, I can't wait.
Thank you. Thank you.
Next question?
Who was it?
Who was the choreographer? Oh, actually the choreographer, this is kind of interesting. She was the choreographer for a dance team in California, in Southern California. The girls, the Vampirettes, except for a couple of them, are on a dance team, period. And she is their dance team choreographer, instructor. So we were looking for that. That's the kind of level we were working with to some degree. We had this amazing talent, but in certain areas we just couldn't go for the big dancers. So her name is Brett Markowitz, and she she studied at UCLA, and she just worked with her. I mean, that dance team. Let me tell you, they're like losing their minds right now because their picture is all over everything, and it's the best time they ever had. They got to work with Drew. And and with Lucas, and I actually would think that would be fun for them to talk about a little bit because a lot of the choreography as well just came basically through Lucas. I mean, Drew got to rehearse his big number, but Lucas just made it up.
These guys are great.
Here, speak of that.
Well, I mean, I guess that's pretty much it. Yeah, we came on and we didn't have a whole lot of time to shoot this entire thing, and so we were on a time crunch. And when it came time to shoot the musical numbers, I was like, "What's the choreography for this?" Oh, okay. We're just doing it. Okay. So we just decided, okay, it's time to do it. We're going to make it the best we can. And we're going to have an absolute blast, and that's what we did. And I think it turned out splendid.
Yeah. I don't. You know, we'll see where this goes. You know, this is the first step. This was amazing. We're going to do 6 more. You know, the music is definitely right, and let's see if we can spin it into whatever else it turns into. You know, Broadway, anything.
But that can only happen with you guys. So you know, spread the word and tell people that it should be a musical, and that you know, get everybody to check it out on iTunes.
By the way, this is a really good rock musical.
Thanks, man. Well, you're a really good interviewer. Keep it up.
We have a question down here.
Sorry, hang on. I want to tell you this, Drew, that in your little bit in the featurette, when you're in Love's and Bing and your fang falls out, you had the greatest moment. You're dancing, you got all this thing, your fangs fall out, and I think you grab or something, and you just try to kind of keep singing. Like you never stop.
Show must go on, right?
I know, I love it.
Any other questions? Eric over here.
With the vampire lore, like how much of it, like, 'cause it's a new thing, getting bitten by a bat and then becoming a vampire. Why'd you go that route instead of a different, well, why'd you go that route instead of getting bitten by another
Dracula
vampire?
is a bat, you know.
Yes, but I'm saying in the more popular lore, like, it's mostly like.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's what I'm asking.
Was nuts. I mean, it's just one of those things. It's just like, you know, it's like, once again, he's a guy. His character as a vampire is just like the craziest things happen to him. I mean, it's like not like it's like typical of like, you know, like the really cool thing would have been like a girl, you know, what he would have gotten. But no, he got hit by a bat, you know. So it's once again, it's part of his character.
Also, you'll find that if you are bit by a bat, just so you know, in terms of vampire lore, I'm making this up. You don't turn that quickly. You see, if he were really bitten by, you know, like a really serious stuff, he'd be bad. But it's because it's just a bad bat thing. He can kind of hang in there.
And can he be in the sunlight?
He can't. No, he can take a little moment. You open the curtain. That's about it.
There's some vampires that are psychic, and some. Drew has the ability to kind of know things about his brother, his life. So that's his deal. He can kind of tune in to his and.
Thank you.
Only Gabrielle and Isabella escaped from the